Hi everyone, my name is Kinsley Robertson, and today I will be talking about an interest group that is highly involved in the judicial process. And this interest group is called Alliance Defending Freedom. So now, just some further background on this interest group. It is a predominantly conservative Christian legal advocacy group that actively engages in the judicial process to promote its religious views. It was founded in 1994 by a group of Christian leaders. Alliance Defending Freedom, also referred to as ADF, and it's also referred to that many times in this text, has grown into a significant legal organization. So now, a notable case that the ADF was involved with was Burwell v. Hobby Lobby Stores, Inc. in 2014. You may have heard of this case, and the ruling ended up being that certain for-profit corporations could be exempt from providing contraceptive coverage under the Affordable Health Care Act based on religious objections. This ruling was seen as a major victory for religious freedom advocates, with ADF acting as a key legal advisor for this case. And this case was also ruled upon by the Supreme Court, so it was a highly notable case in 2014. A few test cases that the ADF is involved with, and there were very many to choose from. However, I thought these three were very interesting to share. And the first one was Rosenberger v. University of Virginia, 1995. This was also in the Supreme Court, and they ruled that the university's denial of funding to a Christian student magazine violated the First Amendment. This was actually a 5-4 decision that established the viewpoint that discrimination in limited public forums violates the First Amendment. The second case here is 303 Creative LLC versus Elenis, 2023. So here the ADF represented Lori Smith, who was a web designer, who challenged Colorado's anti-discrimination law, asserting her right to refuse services for same-sex weddings based on free speech. The Supreme Court ruled in her favor, and Colorado agreed to pay over $1.5 million in legal fees. And the final case was also in 2023, and this was Vlaming v. West Point School Board. And in this case, Peter Vlaming was a Virginia teacher fired for refusing to use transgender students' pronouns. And the ADF represented Vlaming, leading to a $575,000 settlement and policy changes in the school district. And finally, the ADF has filed many amicus curiae briefs and has actively engaged in the judicial process by filing these briefs in the Supreme Court. These briefs aim to influence decisions on issues such as religious liberty, free speech, and traditional values. And so there were many filings of this, but one I thought was important to share would be Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health 2022. They filed this brief in support of overturning Roe v. Wade, advocating for the protection of unborn life based on its pro-life stance. So, as you can tell from this information, the ADF, Alliance Defending Freedom, is highly involved in the judicial process, primarily focusing on supporting their views on religious freedom and liberties. And that is all I have. Thank you.